Hey guys, so I just filmed this makeup look. Took me about 25 minutes to do everything, and that is a little long for me because once you get in the habit of things, you can speed through this look in about 15 minutes. I was going slow. That way I'll be able to explain exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Once you do it a few times, it'll be second nature. This is a great everyday, maybe a little bit dressier everyday look. You'll see in the video, this was not meant to be a smoky eye look, but mistakes happen and you try to use a blending brush to apply, and you shouldn't use a blending brush to apply eyeshadow. But I fixed it. We blended it. It works okay. I'm still getting used to doing my eyebrows on camera, so I'm always nitpicking my eyebrows. So be nice and make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Jessie Mink Cosmo. Bye. Hey guys, so here we are and getting ready to get started. And first thing I'm going to do is give my lips a good exfoliation. It's winter and the dry air is drying out my skin and my lips, and I haven't really been drinking enough water lately, so this is just a quick thing that I can do. That way I don't have to mess with the dry flaky skin on my lips. So got that all off nice and smooth. Now I'm going to go over it with some chapstick, just regular chapstick, and let that sit in while I get ready for my day. Starting off with some moisturizer. Even with oily skin, it's very, very important to do moisturizer. And I'm going to get this rubbed in my dry areas where I'm pink. I have a little bit of rosacea. So I'm going to let that sit 5 to 10 minutes. Next, we're going in with a Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. And I'm going to concentrate that where my enlarged pores are, around my nose and under my eyes, and just get that smushed in the skin. Really pushing it into the pores, that way the makeup can lay on top of it. Next, going in with my beauty blender that's already damp and taking my Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade 1C1. And you can see it's a little dark for my skin tone. So I like to, in the winter, mix that with the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 112. Just a little bit when I don't need it as full of coverage as what the Double Wear gives me. And I'm going to start by putting dots all over my face, concentrating a lot where you see the rosacea. In the beauty blender, I am going to start blending the foundation into the skin. It's had a chance to warm up since I spread it out over the skin, and we're just gonna start blending it in over the ears, down the neckline, just making sure you don't have that dreaded makeup line. Making sure I get those pores looking good. Just gently patting it around. I love the beauty blender. It gives you the airbrush finish, and it just really makes the whole look. Okay, now I'm going to let that sit about 3 to 5 minutes. Once that's set, we're going to come in and do eyebrows. As you can see, I'm blonde naturally, so you really can't tell I have eyebrows. So we're going to go in with the NYX Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Blonde. And I really love this because of the detail of the pencil. It is a dupe for the Benefit Gimme Brows, I believe, pencil. I start by going under, you see, I'm not taking one continuous stroke. I'm taking lots of little strokes and just going over and under where the eyebrow is, and just coming down to a point and taking that spoolie on the end and getting right on in there. And you see I'm avoiding the front little piece of the eyebrows. You don't want to fill those in just yet. So again, same thing on the other side, getting that under and over. Just taking short strokes, using that spoolie to blend that line. here's where I am having trouble blending, getting used to doing eyebrows on camera. One of these days we'll make it work. But you see, it's just a little off, so we struggle here a little bit, but it ends up looking good. Next, I'm going in with the Maybelline Brow Drama in the shade Blonde. And it's just a powder. Again, I'm avoiding that front little section of the eyebrows and going in, and now I'm filling in the eyebrows. Again, short little strokes. This is a powder, so it's easy to blend. If you're scared of the pencil and the harsh lines that it can cause, start with this palette or a similar eyeshadow palette. Taking the spoolie and blending everything. There's a heavy spot on that one eyebrow, but you see me going in and just flicking the pencil up on that front section that we were avoiding earlier. And that's really all you want to do there, and then take the spoolie and blend it in. Next, we're going to come in and do some concealer. This is the Maybelline Superstay Concealer and a flat brush. And this is a great trick if you need to get into the salon and get your eyebrows waxed. This just goes in and fixes any mistakes and just really makes those brows look picture perfect. So going in, and you'll see me correct the mistake where this eyebrow just got away from me. Takes me a little bit, get a little bit more concealer, but eventually it all comes together. Just fine tuning. Now I'll take the Beauty Blender and take a little bit of concealer and just kind of pat, especially in that front little section. You see I made a little mistake of too much concealer left on the Beauty Blender. But just going around, make sure everything looks okay and is blended in very well. Next, to do the concealer under the eyes. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser. I love this product. It goes in, it has a brightening form into it. But even with that, I go in with the little bit of NYX HD concealer in the shade 11. That's going to help brighten it up a little bit. Once that's kind of warmed up on my skin, I go in with the Beauty Blender and beat that into place and just blending it. And you can see already it's taking those circles away a little bit and just brightening. I'm more along the lines of I want it brighter. And I'm just blending that into the foundation. Then I'm going to come back in and do 4 little dots over my eyebrows. Blend those in just to lift up those eyebrows. It's going to create an illusion, and it's going to be a little bit brighter up there. Everything looks good so far. So now I'm going to go in with the Coty Airspun Loose Powder in the shade Naturally Neutral. And you get this at Walmart for like $6. So I take a little bit of powder right into the lid, and I'm going to use the powder puff that it comes in. I bounce between using this and a brush. I kind of like this way better. I'm just kind of patting it into the skin, not really moving anything around. It does have some fallout, so you can avoid that by tapping it onto your lid there. But sometimes you get in a hurry and it's hard to remember. It does have a little bit of a perfumey smell. Get all that off. And next I'm going in with the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. It is my absolute favorite. And here I'm just going and treating my cheeks. Going in right under that cheekbone and just sculpting that out. I wouldn't call this 100% contouring, but it's a little bit more than just putting bronzer on. I'm going around the edge of my hairline and just really sculpting out. Now I'm going above my nose and just defining the bones is pretty much what I'm doing. Going below the chin, getting rid of my double chin, and it's just really shaping it out. Now I'm going in with the Hoola by Benefit. Again, I've hit pan. I love this stuff. And this is where I'm going to take my sculpting brush and get a little bit of product and just go on the outside just a little bit. This is everyday makeup, so I'm just trying to make my face a little bit thinner, but not really Kim Kardashian contour. And I'm just blending all that in. Next, I'm going in with the Butter Blush. It's my favorite. I need to get another one. And then I'm taking a Real Techniques blush brush and just going above where I put that bronzer and just highlighting the apples of my cheeks. Next, I will be going in with a ColourPop highlighter. It's by the Hello Kitty collection. You can't see anything because my camera was not focusing at the time. Taking a concealer brush and rubbing it into the product. And as you can see, rubbing it onto the skin doesn't really blend it all that well. So we're going to tap it and we're just going halfway down the cheekbone. We're not going all the way up. We just want to lift. We're trying to lift up our face. Take our blush brush and just blend everything in. You just want a little subtle highlight. This is going to be everyday makeup, or everyday makeup for me. Next, I'm taking the Urban Decay Potion, Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and very little bit. This is actually double the amount you need. I'm just going and rubbing that onto the eyelid, getting it all smoothed in. Okay, and I am going to be using the Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics palette, and I'm going to start with the lightest shade. Here's the lightest shade, and I'm just going to set a base for my eyeshadow. Light sweeping motions. I'm using a wide eyeshadow fluffy brush. Next, I'm going in with the medium shade and kind of going above the crease, a little on the corner of the lid. Shade was called Frisk. I'm just blending it in. And now I'm going to grab a flat brush and I'm going to go in with the darkest two shades, which are Primal and Undone, and I'm just gonna go here. You'll see I'll make a mistake on the next eye, but I'm going in like the shape of a C, in between a C and a V in that corner, and I'm just trying to do a subtle smoky. Next, I'm going to take a blender brush, and here's where things go wrong. So I'm blending out, which is exactly what the brush is for. And then I decide I need it darker. And you see my mistake? There it is. This is why you don't use a blending brush to apply product. So the rest of this video is going to be me trying to blend that away. Not really, but you'll see me make another mistake with the blending brush. So my everyday look kind of went for an everyday dramatic look. So I'm trying to lighten it by using the color Stark. Get as much product off that brush and just try to blend the darkness that's on those corners. Next, I'm going to take just a flat brush and go in with Frisk under the eyes, trying to just give a little bit of a shadow down there. Next, I'm going to grab a smaller flat brush. It's my favorite. And I'm going to go in with Primal again. If I could pronounce words right, that would be great. I'm going to actually mix Primal and Undone and go in and just under the waterline, just blending it into that darker shade that we did the C and the V at the corner of the eye. Now I'm going to go in with Undone and do an eyeliner right at the lash line, just to make the lashes appear thicker once we put mascara on. Bear with me, this is my first makeup video, so I am learning camera basics. And I'm filming this with my cell phone. So, still learning. Next, I'm going to take the dreaded blending brush and try to blend this harsh line away. And it looks better than it did. Next, I'm going to take the Urban Decay setting spray and wet that same flat brush. And I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Color Reach in the color 200. And I'm going to try to brighten the corners of my eye. And you can do this with this eyeshadow or with a highlighter. I'm going for a more natural look today, so I didn't want the sparkle of a highlighter. I'm just trying to make that dark not appear as dark. Now I'm going in with Stark again. I'm just blending the two sides together, taking the blending brush again, and pretty good. A little bit dramatic for an everyday look, but for me as a hairstylist, I'll make it work. So there I went in and I curled my eyelashes and I put mascara on off camera and let everything dry. And then I go in with my Urban Decay setting spray, and it's de-slick. It's great for oily skin. Now I'm going in with the Revlon matte lipstick. The shade isn't listed on there, but all that chapstick has set in the 25 minutes it took to do this video. So now I can go in. Again, my camera angle is wrong. I'm learning as I go. And apply this lipstick, and first I line the lower lip, then I fill it in. Then I'll go in and I'll blend it into the top with my lips, and then I'll go and line the top lip, and that should be all you need. And this is one of my favorite matte lipsticks. I sometimes even go over it with a little bit of lip gloss just to get me that slick feeling through the day. And that's the end of this tutorial and this look. So if you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up and follow me on Facebook at Jessie Mink Cosmetics.